Experiencing our waterfront from the water is probably the number one thing I would recommend. We have some great guided tours that you can go out to the harbor and pull a lobster trap in, or head to the Confederation Bridge and see that massive structure from the waterfront in the middle of the strait. It's pretty impressive. It's got all kinds of great things to offer.
And on the way up the shore to try to find the schools, we will fish for mackerel. These mackerel turn into food for the tuna, right? And then we find the schools of tuna, and once we start to feed, they usually come right to the top of the water, and they swim real fast, and they're a pretty fish when they turn on their sides. There's people coming from all over the world to fight these fish. That's a separate adventure altogether. I've had people in the boat, like mostly from the States, and they've mentioned to me that it is probably the only place that you can come and catch a giant bluefin tuna that you can actually, you're only 4 or 5 miles offshore. The availability and the chances and the chances of getting them a fish are pretty unique. And we can catch you a fish and be back home like in maybe an hour. You go off the state somewhere, you got to go for 2 days. Here it's a lot easier deal here. Just to sail in the boat is an adventure enough. Like, a lot of people have never been in a fishing boat, they've never seen it. And when we get in, like you'll get every fantastic experience. Something I've never done, and I will do it again. We do a second man's adventure, like during the lobster season. I offer that for a month, where I take any individual out or any tourist out that wants to witness the lobster fishery itself, and they'll get to eat lobsters aboard the boat, and then they get to actually be the helper themselves if they want. They get to measure lobster. They get to pull the traps back, put the bait in, and shove the trap over, and they get to see how the whole operation goes. And at any time they can get fresh lobster as well. They enjoy that. I find that people, when I do cook it in the boat, though, they like to have it steamed. I cook for about 20 minutes, and I cool it in salt water, and I let them cool off, and then they dip it in butter. They really enjoy it that way.
Well, the lighthouse adventure, people want to go over, and we can land them right on the sandals. It's kind of an island, about a half a mile out, and they can take a picnic over for the day, or just look at the birds. And it's a great beach over there. It's a beautiful beach, and it's kind of isolated. And we just stand by, and we're kind of the sea taxi, I guess you call it. I've had people out deep sea fishing now ever since we started, every year. And like, they'll come, and when they have people home on vacation, they send them out with us, and they'll come along. Some of them even comment saying that it made their vacation, They've been here for 2 weeks, and this was the best part of their vacation. I like when I hear that. It's kind of off the beaten path, and it's not a real crowded area, and you can't beat the scenery. It's just a beautiful spot. I think Western PEI is it's a nice quiet part of the island.
A lot of people they enjoy the quiet of this area, and this harbour and this area here is not very far from a town. Like, you can pick up wherever you want in this harbour. Like, you're not far from hotels. You're not far from anywhere you want to stay. And it is quite beautiful up here.
Good day on the beach or in the shores,
Yeah, stop at the sandhills on the way back. This is a natural dune that protects the bay, actually, so it's perfect for the oysters to grow. Beautiful beach.
You'll not see anybody when you're over there.
No,
so it's the most beautiful beach you've ever been on, and nobody else there too.
Yeah.
Summerside is a great coastal city because it always thinks big, I think. I would say start with our boardwalk, and from there kind of branch out. We have a beautiful waterfront, our own man-made beach right here in Summerside that has really become a destination for tourists to stop for the day and spend the day on our waterfront. You can rent kayaks, you can go out sailing, you can go out boating, you can get towed behind a boat in the waterfront and go water skiing. You can jump on an oyster boat and go experience what it's like to pull oysters right out off the shoreline here.
Come visit us on the North Cape Coastal Drive.